Hey guys, my name's Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I'm working with a Lenovo T460s. I'm going to show you how to get inside and access your CMOS battery if you're trying to replace it or if you're trying to reset BIOS. So before we get going, remember I do try to answer all comments and questions at least twice a day, but if you want to save time waiting for an answer, check out the FAQs below in the description. I do try to keep those updated. Also, I have a related link section below in the description, may be able to help you out with some other things involving your computer use. So to start the project, power down your computer the correct way, make sure it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then gonna flip it over and access our bottom case screws. Okay, so I have these 3 screws up top, these 2 screws here, and that's your keyboard screw. That's a switch that releases your keyboard if that's all you're after. So I'm gonna go across and take all these screws out. Okay, so all my screws are unscrewed. However, they do have washers inside of them that hold them in place, so you're not going to get them completely out. And I've set my keyboard screw to open. And now the bottom case is released. So I'm going to take my small flathead pry tool, go across the seam, and pop this bottom case off. Now this has been taken off once before, so you may have a harder time than that. But it does come off fairly easily. There's nothing attached to the bottom case. It's just the panel. After removing your bottom case, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. Now, as a general computer repair side note, whenever I'm working on a computer in my shop, I have it sitting on this anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet are great ideas to avoid damaging anything in your computer when you're working on it. If you guys need any help with tools or supplies for your computer project, as well as any of these replacement or upgrade parts for this specific model computer, there'll be a link above, also below in the description, and I will have a list of all the tools and supplies, again, as well as the replacement and upgrade parts for this model in that one list. Now, before doing anything in a computer, I always either remove or at least unplug the battery. It makes it safer to work on when as little power as possible is running through the computer. In this computer, we have 2 batteries. The main computer battery screws in there and there, plugs into the motherboard right here underneath this tape. So I'm going to go ahead and take out those screws. And then it's held down underneath these 2 clips right there. So I'm going to pop this up out of that port and then slide it out from under those 2 clips, and there's your battery. This battery is very similar. It's held in by these 2 clips there, these 2 screws here, and it plugs into the motherboard there, similar to that one. So I'll go ahead and I'll take these screws out, and then I'll lift it up from this plug and slide it out from those clips. Your CMOS battery is right here, underneath that main battery. It's held down by double-sided tape, so if you want to replace this, you can just pop that right up. That'll just come straight off. It's only double-sided tape, and it plugs into the motherboard right there. Now there's a grip on either side of that plug right there. If your fingers are small enough, you can get a fingernail into each side and pull it out. I need to use a pry tool on one side and a fingernail on the other, and then it just snaps right out like that. Now, if you're here to reset your BIOS system settings, you would unplug it, leave it unplugged for 10, 15, maybe 20 seconds, and that should be sufficient to reset your BIOS system if your other batteries have already been removed. But that's how you would reset BIOS. I'll have some more BIOS reset information below in the description. And just to note, guys, this operation will only reset your BIOS system settings. It will not reset your BIOS password in most cases. But I'll have more information below in the description. I'll also include a replacement battery below in the link I told you about with all the replacement parts for this computer. And I guess the last thing to shout out about this operation, some of you may be here because this is one troubleshooting step if your computer is bricked, if it's not turning on. There are several other troubleshooting steps to find out why that may be happening. So above and below in the description, I will have a video link showing you a tutorial on how to troubleshoot a laptop that's not turning on, that has no signs of life or very little signs of life, if you want to troubleshoot why that may be happening. So that's the procedure. Please remember to like and share if it was helpful, if you think it could be helpful for someone else. Feel free to subscribe if you enjoy DIY computer content, or if you just want me on hand to answer your computer related questions. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you on my next video.